Is it possible to make your home feel like a fresh spring garden when there's still 10 feet of snow on the ground? Today, we are going to try. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonja, and this is At Home with Sonja. Here we focus on creating an intentional, high-end aesthetic on a real-world budget, using a mix of DIYs, thrifted gems, and savvy finds from many places. Today, we are on part 6 of our Everyday Spring Refresh series, and I'm taking you along for a full kitchen and family room decorate with me. We're layering in organic textures and proving that you don't need a designer budget to have a designer home. If you love a good before and after, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the rest of these series. Now, let's head on and start decorating. I'm starting in the kitchen today. As always, I've cleared the counters completely, leaving only the essentials to give us a clean slate. Starting on the island, I'm using a HomeSense tray as a base. I've had this tray for many years. I'm adding a HomeSense vase that I spruced up to look like the iconic Pottery Barn Joshua vase. Inside, I'm placing these soft felt cherry blossoms from Dollarama. Felt and fabric florals are a great way to add soft textures to a kitchen, which is usually full of hard surfaces like stone and tile. Next, I'm bringing in another dupe vase with some stems from Temu. And then I'm adding another DIY vase that's smaller, and inside that small vase I'm adding a little mason jar. This is a great hack to corral your stems so they don't flop over. I'm finishing the tray with some blueberry stems. I just love contrast of the blue against the neutrals. Moving over to my floating shelves, and over at the bottom shelf, I'm grouping a HomeSense vase with thrifted vase and a tiny Chinoiserie find. On the other side, I'm using a DIY riser I stained in rich chestnut color, and I'm topping it with a concrete pot of grass. On the upper shelf, I'm adding a woven frame with a spring print and some layering in some books that are actually boxes. I originally tried a woven vase here, but I realized the two woven textures were clashing. When you have two items with the same texture, they often cancel each other out. By swapping it for a deep brown vase, the look instantly felt more balanced. I have added these sparse wispy stems that I absolutely love and I got last year. I'm finishing the shelf with the concrete look pair for a touch of whimsy. Over on the back counters, I'm using a Pottery barn riser I scored at a yard sale. On top, I am adding my DIY vintage salt and pepper shakers, a mortar and a pastel, and a DIY print. I'm completing the spot with some thrifted herb container. Over on the other side, to cover up those necessary but unaesthetic outlets, I'm leaning two cutting boards, and then I'm pairing that with stacked wooden bowls. I'm adding in real garlic. It's functional, but it looks so European farmhouse. In a corner, I'm styling a pitcher vase with Walmart lavender. Going back to my little inspired European look, I am adding one more of those thrifted herb containers. And to tie everything together, I'm adding a Dollarama kitchen towel with a pop of blue. It's functional, stylish, and I'm officially obsessed with this kitchen. Before we move on into the family room, I want to hear from you. Which room is your favorite to refresh for a new season? Are you a kitchen first person or do you start with the cozy family room vibes? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed, now is a great time to press the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when our next video pops up. Now, moving into the family room, as you can see, my assistants are slacking on the job. I tried to move the beds so I could style properly, but they've decided they aren't budging. And I'm definitely not capable of moving those beds with dogs on them. We are starting on the coffee table with another DIY vase filled with some willow stems. I've mixed white ones from Dollarama with green ones from Michael's for a fuller, more realistic look. Beside it, I'm adding a $1 yard sale vase and some thrifted books for height. Decorating in odd numbers, like groups of 3 or 5, is naturally more pleasing to the eye. I'm also adding a stone scallop bowl and a seagrass tray. Inside the tray, I've layered marble coasters, a wooden candle holder, a glass bowl with boxwood stems I've had for years. And to finish it off, I'm adding a China Sari rice pot jar from Temu. I honestly think this is some of my best work. You might recognize some of these pieces from my 6 ways to style a coffee table video. Between the couches, I'm adding a woven box and my Olive Atelier's dupe vase. I have to share a funny story. Someone recently called me a dodo for mispronouncing atelier. There's a misconception that if you live in Canada, you must be fluent in French. While many are, I actually moved to Canada when I was 16. I speak 2 other languages fluently, but French isn't one of them. We all make mistakes with pronunciations, and that's okay. I'm finishing this look with a small pot with some small potted stems in it. Finally, it's time for textiles. I'm layering a blanket that I got at Dollarama, and then to that I am adding some Sherpa pillows. And to that Sherpa pillow, I'm adding a blue gingham pillow, and that's actually a pillow cover that I picked up at Temu. And I'm repeating a similar look on the other side, but instead of the gingham style pillow, I am adding a linen fringed style pillow that also came from Temu, and finishing the look with a suede green pillow. On the other couch, I'm replicating that cozy look with an olive waffle knit blanket and the same styled pillows. And to top it all off, I put on some spring art on the TV, and this completes my family room. Stepping back and looking at these two rooms, it truly feels like a breath of fresh air. Even though we are still covered in snow outside, these pops of green and organic textures completely lift my mood. I hope this video gave you some inspiration to start your own spring refresh, no matter what the weather looks like where you live. Thanks to you so much for spending part of the day with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next part of our series. Happy styling!